The Dow Jones Industrial Average posted the fourth record finish Friday, ending the day up almost 0.5%. Shortly after the close, the Dow was sitting at 14,397.07, up 67.58 or 0.47%. The blue chip index traded as high as 14,413.17 but couldn't hold on. Stocks got a lift early after the Labor Department said employers added 236,000 jobs in February and the unemployment rate fell to 7.7%. But the gains were short-lived. The Dow was up more than 80 points early, before falling back. Within an hour of the open, major indexes flattened out and briefly turned mixed. At that point, the Dow Jones Industrial Average was the only benchmark to hold its gains. The Standard & Poor's 500 stock index inched closer to its all-time high of 1,565.15 set October 9, 2007, but failed to crack that mark. At the open, it was only 20.89 points away. It finished almost 14 points away at 1,551.18, up 6.92 points or 0.45%. The Nasdaq Composite Index ended the day up 12.28 points or 0.38% at 3,244.37. The yield on 10-year Treasury notes, which moves inversely to the price, rose to 2.06% from 2% Thursday. European stocks closed higher. The FTSE 100 in the UK was up 0.69%, Germany's DAX 30 was up 0.59%, and France's CAC 40 was up 1.22%. Among stocks making big moves Friday, Pandora gained $2.10, or 7.90%, to $13.83 after the internet radio company issued a strong profit forecast and said its mobile business was improving. Pandora also said its CEO, Joseph Kennedy, would leave. Skullcandy fell $1.52 to $5.20. The loss of 22.62%, after the headphone maker projected a big loss and drop in sales for the current quarter, and said this year's results will likely be worse than in 2012. Foot Locker fell $2.51 to $32.80 even after reporting that its fiscal fourth quarter profit jumped 28%. An extra sales week helped boost earnings, but analysts were expecting more. On Thursday, the Dow gained 0.2% to close at 14,329.49. The S&P 500 index rose 0.2% to 1,544.26. The Nasdaq rose 0.3% to 3,232.09. For the Dow, it was a third straight day of closing at a record high. Track your stocks. Get real-time quotes with our free portfolio tracker. In Asia, Japan's Nikkei 225 index jumped 2.6% to 12,283.62, as a weakening yen boosted export-linked shares. Europe's benchmark, the Stoxx Europe 600 index, was seeing modest gains at the end of the week. Crude oil for April delivery was up 22 cents to $91.78 per barrel in electronic trading on the New York Mercantile Exchange. The contract rose $1.13 to finish at $91.56 per barrel Thursday.